Hey, you guys. All right, this is a read for my Cancers. I'm going to do a quick reading to see where your energy is. I'm going to pull tarot, and then I will turn around and pull oracles. Do me a favor, go over to my other channel, The World is Waiting Tarot, and that is an all signs channel. I will start to go on there and do all of the zodiacs. Right now, I'm focusing on the fire, water, and air energies as a whole, as a group. But I will eventually go on there. But please do me a favor, go over there and subscribe to that channel. Trying to get 1,000 subscribers. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is a loving family, one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. That no matter what happens in cycles, because once the Queen of Pentacles realizes that there may be some type of toxic energy and starts to feel like a fool, and that it's going to block, or maybe not necessarily block the Pentacles, but if it's going to stop the success, great love, and rewards of giving to a situation or an experience, then, you know, after 9 years, because it takes a long time to get into this energy, after 9 years, each pentacle is equivalent to a year. So after 9 years of dealing with the person, place, thing, or situation, and you start to feel like a fool because the cycles are not changing with this person is steady trying to take advantage of the situation. Yeah, then the Five of Cups comes out, which you're finding peace with separating and accepting this energy. Does that make sense? We have unsure energy. This could be dealing with the King energy, but the King of Wands energy in the upright. Well, so the King of Wands energy, just to let you know, is a true leader, leads from the heart, inspires others to do more, dream bigger, and be better. But that's what it is if it was in the upright. But this is like unsure energy when it comes to this. So maybe the Queen has been giving too much to a king, or vice versa. Take what resonates. But if this is the case, then or if it was in reverse, this would be overindulgence, greedy, and excess. So if you're giving to a person and they know that you have that no matter what type energy, then they will start to take and be greedy and just think that you'll always do the same thing. And so that's why I say 9 years comes out with this person just feeling like you're always going to be there. But then you get okay with, and you come to a realization that you have to separate from this energy, right? Again, this is finding peace and acceptance and separating from the King of Wands, or, you know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But the the roles can be reversed. So if you're giving too much to a king, or if a king is given too much to a queen, or vice versa, whichever your preference is, that's how this energy is. When you start to feel like, you know, that you're a fool, and that, you know that you've taken risks, you start to overthink this situation. Oh, don't let a Cancer start doing that, because when we get okay with when we start to think about a situation, yep, then we start to walk away. So the I'm making sure you can see this. The Eight of Swords is here, and the Eight of Swords is overthinking. And then we have also the Six of Swords energy, air energy, of you walking away, you know. So when we start to overthink about or feel some kind of way, or feel like a fool about a situation, and we become okay with separating at the present time. So remember, 9 years it could have took you to be okay with just saying, you know what, forget it, I'm separating all the way. I'm cutting my ties. I've done everything I could possibly do in this situation. That no matter what became toxic to me or to you when it came to dealing with this King of Wands type energy. Now, you know, Wands is Aries, Leo, Sag energy, but it could be, we have air here. We have all the signs on the board. You know, we have all the signs on the board, and this is cycles of dealing with all the signs. So, you know, when it gets to this point, there is like no turning back when you want to just decide to try to make it work, you know, anymore, or even be a part of this because you feel a certain type of way. So that's the energy that you do not want a Cancer to be in. If you are a cross watcher, listen to that, because after so long of feeling used and abused, then you decide to start thinking about it and starting to feel. Your feelings become different. Cancer. You know that. Your feelings become different, and then you start to, look at things as in, well, I've been doing this by myself anyway. You start to look at things a little bit differently. Does that make sense? Okay, look at that. That card tried to come out. Yep. And then you end the situation. Now listen, you start to think about things, you start to work on yourself, and then you start to understand what actual towers mean, that you gave your all. Sometimes you need to tear down the limiting structures you've built for yourself, right? The limiting structures, not the actual structures. The limiting structures you have built for yourself to move forward and rebuild better, stronger, and wiser, because you've learned. You sat here and you thought about it. It's been 9 years, and you know that you felt like a fool, or you felt some type of way, but now you're okay with the separation. You've made peace with the separation. You made peace, and you accepted all the things that you've given, and you wouldn't take it back. You just know that you become stronger, right? And you're tearing down everything. Yeah, temperance. There's no balance here, the temperance being in reverse. There's no balance, you're fragile right now. You've done, and you're at your extreme part where you're starting to blow up. That nice person isn't nice anymore. And here it is, the Magician is at the bottom of the deck, which is you're paying attention, right? But the Magician is also using knowledge to manifest change. Now you know, and you're clear, and you're okay with accepting that you have to walk away and end things, because you've thought about this over and 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 over again in your head for 9 years. The sneaky behavior. And now you're communicating with clarity, and you're not willing to surrender to an experience or a situation or secure your energy, or secure your coins anymore. You're just not giving them anymore. Page of Cups energy is normally a cup of love, invitation and opportunities. You're not trusting in them anymore. You're not even looking at the life of, having the peace, happiness, and harmonious energy with this person. Because I almost choked. And maybe your throat chakra is messed up, because that just happened out of nowhere. Because the consequences of their actions are at hand, and it became more of a burden, and you felt anxious, and not the memories aren't enough to hold on to anymore. You're looking in a new direction, because you only live once. So it just reiterates that you're walking away from this king, or maybe you're using the King of Swords energy. When faced with a difficult situation, be impartial. Carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. Because the Page of Wands is yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. The only thing that's real is the present moment, so enjoy. This person's ego, them using their wand, and you being patient, also struggling, and having clarity about the new beginnings, or also, what is causing you joy and happiness, and what is also causing you to feel like you've failed yourself, and that you're being backstabbed, and that you have to end it. The heartbreak is here, and you found liberation and found a way out, because you're juggling your priorities now. You have been juggling this for far too long, and now you're protecting your energy with confidence. And you will have your happy life, happy wife energy, and also do what makes your heart happy, or experience an actual real union, connection, or what you're passionate about, or love. So that is how I see this. But it says never stop learning who you are, right? Because if you think you know who you are, then you know nothing at all. Or if you think you know everything, then you know nothing at all. Whether you know or you don't know where you're going, you're going to be victorious, and you're going to set boundaries moving forward, right? Because the Knight of Swords energy says, right? The Knight of Swords energy says, be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, go after it in a single-minded determination. You want to work as a team with somebody and build a foundation with the 10 of Pentacles. So in this 10th year, you've changed your energy. You've changed your energy. You want to build a foundation with somebody who is willing to work with you as a team. Three of Pentacles energy. You want to build a foundation. The Ten of Pentacles also is carefree, harmonious love, happy love. And go after your dreams. The Nine of Cups energy. Go after your dreams, your enjoyments and your happiness. But the King of Pentacles lets you know that there's no reward without risk. So this past energy, this was the risk that you took. You have to create opportunities from the heartbreak, from finding a way out of the heartbreak. There's no reward without risk. Create opportunities. Don't be afraid to fail or walk away or take a leap or end things. Walk away and invest your time wisely. If you have to overthink and you understand that you've invested your time wisely, then you've done nothing wrong. And you'll be able to be celebrated and not tolerated because you're strong. Strength is not always physical. Your patience, here it is, patience, compassion, and gentle spirit is what makes you strong, not the sharpness of your words. People trust you. The lions trust you. You trust the lions in order to be able to put your hand in their mouth, even though they're vicious, they're deadly. But you trust in yourself, and therefore you trust in your love and your harmonious energy in order to do things to make the impossibles be possible. Does that make sense? That's the energy that you deal with when you're dealing with the Cancer. We make the impossible, possible. That's the energy that we give off to everybody. The impossible, possible. And we're patient and wait for that. But when we have to get into our hermit mode, when we have to get into the hermit mode, when it comes to, us retreating from distraction to determine our own truth of what's really happening. And we realize the self-destructive patterns that we've dealt with. And the Two of Wands energy, we have to then turn around and come up with a new idea, make plans in order to travel away or get away from these situations. Because the World card is a completion. And when we have completion and when we make plans to do that and get into our hermit mode and realize the toxic energies that's here, let's just start over here. When we realize retreating from distraction to determine your own truth, right? Because we've been patient. And when we realize the self-destructive patterns that have been before us, and then when we realize that we have to move forward and make plans and for completion, then we get in our Queen of Swords bag. And the Queen of Swords bag is always stand up for yourself. Listen, stand up for yourself. Always speak your mind and don't take shit from anybody. So anybody that's in conflict or competition with us or have any issues, we use our intuition and we end it. And the patience happens again, but we also will receive that cup of love because you had a realization and you have grown. And the star energy says no matter what the situation you find yourself in, there is always hope. Have faith, be optimistic, and focus on self-care. It doesn't say focus on anybody else. And that's when the Cancer decides to move forward with confidence and have your Ace of Cups energy because the Queen of Cups is you. So we have you guys in the middle of, we have Cancers in the middle of the Ace of Cups energy, which is opportunity, great joy, and great love. And we see the beauty in everything. And then our King of Cups energy, somebody who's loving, compassionate, and understanding, and will truly bring you the happiness and tranquility that you seek. But you got to find it within. But you have to go through something to get through it. And if that is an emperor, a strong emperor, well, they need to work on themselves. The emperor who only believes in business and not love. They have to work on themselves and give to a situation wholeheartedly without expecting, because this person always expects to receive something in return. Without expecting to receive something in return. And realize that the options that they had with Cancer, they'll never find that again. And then they turn around and their belief system changes. And then they'll come and be on their way towards you because the Knight of Cups says, the Knight of Pentacles says, you can't get the results without first doing the work. Show up. Show up. Doing the work, right? Show up when it comes to Cancer. Work hard. Cancer is not just an option. Work hard and keep pushing every day. And then the Knight of Cups will start to come your way. Always follow your heart. This person will realize where their heart is, because it'll never lead them astray, because it knows things about Cancer that the mind cannot explain. They know it about the Cancer that the mind cannot explain. So here's the thing. If you're dealing with the Cancer, we make the impossible possible. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. And I love you guys. Let's go ahead and say the affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, and bad health, and also addictions. And remember, when it comes to Cancers, not just Cancers, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation. I love you guys.